I really didn't want to talk about this that much, but it's something that people have been asking me to talk about pertaining to this subject. And I'm going to give my opinion about Dark Lo and Lik Moss issue. Let me just bring you back to how I got involved. So a couple of months ago, 4 months ago, Lik told me how he felt about Dark Maul. Dark Maul. Star Wars. Dark Lo. He told me that privately, and he stated that he wouldn't go publicly with it. He said that he wouldn't go publicly with it. He didn't understand some of the stuff or why he said some of the things, that he sat with Dark Lo and he went over the paperwork and he didn't understand certain things, but he felt that what Dark Lo said, even though he didn't understand, was sufficient enough for him not to attack him on my platform. This was 5 months ago. Not 4 months, 5 months. He said that I would never do certain things or go around him like that, but at the end of the day, I met the dude was cool, and Ab really rocked with him. This is what he told me. I said, okay. Now, 4 months later, because Dark Lo tells Lik Moss or says that he didn't rock with Lik Moss like that, or Lik Moss didn't rock with him like that, it got Lik Moss upset. So let me give you my opinion. They sent me the paperwork, and I spoke to Lik, and I wanted to understand, like, Lik, you're really a nice guy. A lot of people respect you, but the side that I see, you're a nice guy. I felt, and I asked him today, why are you harassing this man? And he said, I'm not harassing him, Flip. It came to my desk that Lik wanted to invite Dark Lo to a diss video that he made about him. I said, why are you doing that? What is your objective, Lik? Lik has changed over a new leaf. Lik has actually inspired me in a way. Learning what I learned about him and seeing that his new path of what he do as a family man, it's inspirational to me. You can learn from everybody, and I learned from him and King Erna. But I had to tell him I don't agree with that. Because shout out to my man Poe. Poe was managing Lik and managing Dark Lo. So I was trying to figure out, I don't understand what's going on, Lik. It doesn't make sense. You going against the grain, it doesn't make sense. Why are you doing that? And Lik said, Flip, before you come at me, I want you to read the paperwork. I said, okay. And I read it. He sent it to me. I read it. And I still said, well, Lik, he didn't disrespect Ab. And I still was confused before I read it just now. But let me tell you what Lik told me. And give me some time. Or let me tell you what I understand by having a conversation with Lik. So apparently Taz lied on Ab, and by Taz lying on Ab, Dark Lo wrote Taz a letter telling him all type of things about his baby moms, what he gonna do, and certain threats. Now everybody know when you write the feds intercept the letter. How Lik is looking at it, Lik looking at it from a perspective of, why would you do that? Why would you write that letter knowing this? But I had to tell Lik, maybe Dark Lo's intention was to really, or he really felt in his heart he was helping out Ab. Maybe Dark Lo kind of forgot that would happen, or he didn't think it would happen. Maybe that. Maybe Dark Lo didn't feel like it would be that much of a big deal where the police would come to him. So apparently he wrote the letter. That letter could lead up to 10 years. Threatening a witness tampering, it could lead to 10 years. And on top of that, when they came and talked to Dark Lo, he told them he had a weapon in his house. They went in there, they locked him up, blah, 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 this and that, the third. You guys know the story. But I'm like, Lik, what are you mad at? Lik, what are you mad at? Why you want to fight him or attack him? You just told me at my studio that regardless of what, you felt like you didn't like the fact he spoke to the police. You told me this. I don't like the fact. I got it on camera. Not this camera, but the camera in the studio where we talked. The live was over. We talked. Told him, yo, I don't like the fact he talked to the police, but Flip, off the strength of Ab, I'm not going to go against the grain. I'm not going to attack him because I really don't know what was said. There was a lot of marks blacked out. I want to know the truth. But then I think that Lik went into his mind and he came up with a theory. Not saying the theory is right or wrong, but he came up with a theory that said, regardless of what, you co-signing that Taz had those bodies makes you a rat. Lik feels like even though Taz did that to Ab. You talking to those guys and you saying keywords like, I'm better for you guys out there. Or you saying keywords like, or you're acknowledging that he got caught or he's arrested for the 3 bodies and saying that you know a lot of the stories that he's saying and some of it is truth and some of his lies. Lik saying that regardless, he feels that he's a snitch. But I'm like, Lik, hold on. It's kind of confusing because Taz lied on your brother. So if Taz lied on your brother and Dark Lo is trying to get at Taz, why are you getting at Dark Lo if it's all off the strength of your brother? But what I've learned is that some people are too in tune with the streets and the principles of life. Some people put their morals, their principles before anything else besides their family. Some people really live by what they say. And that's what Lik Moss is. That's what King Earner is. Those guys do that. Because a lot of people will say, well, he acknowledged what Taz is already guilty of. Taz is guilty of it. They caught him. But Lik thing is like, well, why would you confirm it? And it still ain't make sense. But I'm like, yo, Lik, I get what you're saying. You're in it deep in your mind. Shout out to those brothers from Philly. Shout out to the Muslims, man. I have so much respect for Philly because they are so passionate and they take things to the next level of passion. Super Saiyan God level, like the passion for them. And I'm like, explain to me why you mad, though. Because it don't make sense. Not saying what Dark Lo said to the police was right or wrong. I'm just trying to show him different perspectives. Lik said, yo, Flip, man, he's acknowledging the fact that Taz did it, even if he's guilty or not. Why are you acknowledging it? Why are you putting a stamp on it? I'm like, he confirmed what the police know, so how is he snitching? He didn't tell about the crime. The police know it, and he just sort of verified it in a way. Or was he verifying that he knew, or was he verifying what the police caught Taz on? Was he verifying what he knew by reading the paperwork? I didn't understand. Was he verifying what he knew, or he was verifying like, yo, man, you got caught for 3 bodies, what the police caught Taz on? On top of that, I agree with Lik when he said, I'm better for you guys out there than I'm better for you all out there. I agree. There's no way around it. I don't understand it. I agree. But I had to get down to Lik, and I said, Lik, what is the issue? And then I got down to it. Lik told me that Dark Lo zoed 2 of his mans before. If you ain't Haitian, or if you are Haitian, you know what zoed means. He didn't meet his side of the end on certain business aspects, and that's what he did. And he said that he was put in a position twice. And for Dark Lo to state that he don't mess with him like that, it said it bothered him. And I understood what Lik was saying when he broke everything down to me. Because in a lot of our minds, it's like, why would you protect or care about Taz if Taz lied on your brother? Is your principles or morals that strong? And yes, it is. Are you willing to put everything in jeopardy? I mean, Poe manage you, Poe manage him. Why? Are you in love with the streets that much? No, it's not that. His principles and morals is just that much intact. I read it. I understood it. I said, okay, I see it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't. People going to be like, yo, Flip, what you talking? I didn't. I thought that I didn't take it that way. But obviously, Lik might know more than I do. I took it as all he was doing was confirming or saying to the guy that you got caught with this already. They know this. But to Lik, he shouldn't have said that. He said, if I was Taz, I would feel away. Cool. And then I got down to the bottom, so Lik said he zoed 2 of my bros before. I was there for him. So for him not to acknowledge the fact that we were cool or he didn't mess with me like that is nonsense. And I said, I got it, because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. Then I got a text, where Ab stated that he cannot defend Lo because Lo actions weren't honorable. But he did warn Lik Moss about Lo rapping his butt off. He said, you better be prepared or that disc better be hot because Lo can really rap. And he LOL. But he did state, and I read, I can't defend Lo because of his actions weren't honorable. So obviously Ab sees the same thing. Obviously Ab right now is not defending Lo or even probably jacking Lo. I feel like Lik should just leave it alone. I feel like Lik should just leave it alone. Leave Dark Lo alone. Let Dark Lo do his business and you do your business. I feel like Lik Moss, as a friend of his, I want him to focus on helping getting AR Ab home. Because Lik is being petty. He's going to put out music that Dark Lo did on the OBH. He's going to shoot videos for the music Dark Lo did. Lik is really going to another level, and I've never seen this level of pettiness. And I mean, it's all friend. I mean, it's all fair in rap and war. It's all fair. Anything goes, but I feel like when you put that label on somebody, especially coming from a man like Lik, it sort of makes things look funny and it sort of put people in different positions. And I feel like these men, just like AR Ab, just like Lik Moss inspires me, he can inspire others. So I told Lik, man, leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Lik said he changed his life, and I believe him. I believe him. I see that he changed his life. He had a 2-hour talk with me about how he changed his life when he decided to change it. He's going to the internet. I got it. We all on the internet. But Lik, remember this. You still got that street mentality in you. You still got that toughness in you. You still got that officialness in you. And like this, like that, you can go back to it. So my opinion is leave him alone. He said what he said. I look at it different. You look at it different. Leave him alone. Ab said he can't defend him because his actions weren't honorable. So even Ab feel the same way. Some people in the Who style feel the same way. We understand. But Lik, it's all right. It's all right. It's a situation where somebody tried to help and their help wasn't warranted. Somebody tried to help and they digged everything deeper. And Dark Lo has to deal with that. It probably bothered his mind all the time. I don't think he intentionally did that. My opinion. But I understand what everybody's saying. I look at it how I look at it. They're going to look at it how they look at it.